When a colorful serpent visits, fortune or fate follows. Dive into the enigmatic depths of Nigerian folklore and uncover the secrets of Mami Water. Will the allure of the water goddess captivate you? Dive in and let's know.
Hello, story lovers! Welcome to Nana's Fairy Tales, where we share amazing and interesting stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we upload another enchanting tale.
Once, in a time when the world was young and the hearts of men were wild, there lived a spirit in the waters of Nigeria. She was known as Mammy Water, the mother of waters, a deity whose beauty was as profound as the ocean's depths. Mammy Water was not just any mermaid. She was a divine being, a blend of human and fish, sometimes seen with the coils of a serpent. Her skin shimmered like the surface of the sea under the sun, and her eyes held the mysteries of the deep. Her hair flowed long and free as the rivers that kissed the land. The story of Mami Water is one that is echoed in the heart of Africa. It is the longest and most enduring tale ever told. Mami Water is said to be the guardian of the waters and the goddess of the sea. It is believed that there is a goddess that lives in the depths of the ocean. She controls the affairs of the waters, and in the traditional African society, people who want to travel by sea would first appease this water goddess. They would make sacrifices and appease her so that she would be calm as they trouble the waters. Otherwise, she would capsize boats and feed on the flesh of the passengers to appease herself. The villagers would speak of her with reverence and fear, for she was capricious like the waters she ruled. Fishermen would pour libations into the river, hoping to appease her for a bountiful catch. Mothers would warn their children not to wander too close to the water's edge, lest Mami Water's enchanting song lure them into the depths. It was said that sometimes she turns into an adorable young woman with irresistible beauty and lure promiscuous men to doom. Whenever she's walking on the road and a man sees her and wants to have an affair with her, she would follow them, and such men would never be seen again. It was said that she turns to a snake and kills them. It was also said that she turns to babies and enters into women's womb and is born like a child. One of such stories is that of Awele. Story had it that there was a girl named Awele in a small village in Nigeria. When she was born, her eyes were green and her hair thick and black. People marveled at the look of this baby when she was born. She looked different from the other kids in the village. Awele grew into a very beautiful young girl, and when asked what her name was, she would say that her name is Awele, the daughter of Oshimili. Her parents and the elders around would hush her and tell her never to say that again, but she would never stop. Awele's life was different and her mother was troubled. She tried so much to keep her daughter's lifestyle out of the eyes of the community. Awele wakes up in the dead of the night when only the crickets could be heard and dance to an unknown music. She would throw her waist in the air and swing her arms like the waves of the mighty ocean. She would dance so beautifully and rhythmically, yet no music is playing around. One of these nights, her mother woke up and saw her doing this pretty dance and watched in amazement. She yelled her name, and in a blink, Awele was back on her bed, sleeping and snoring. Her mother wondered what could be wrong with her daughter. One day, Awele's mother took her to a priestess, and immediately the priestess saw her. The priestess called her Awele, the daughter of Oshimili, the name she calls herself as a child. The priestess told Awele's mother that Awele is the daughter of Mami Wata. She would bring luck to her family when treated right, and would unleash curse on her family if she is not well taken care of. Her mother marveled at these words of the priestess, but she had to take her daughter as she is. Awele went home with her mother. At home, sometimes Awele would answer her name out loud. She would scream, "Yes, my great mother, I'm coming." Yet, no one is calling her. She would run to the village biggest river and sit at its edge, smiling and chanting praises at an unseen being. She would chant sweet songs and praises like, Awele, the mother of the 7 seas and 7 oceans that hold our community in accord, the giver of good life and fortune. Nemo, thou most beautiful and most adorable piece of creation, the darkest and the fairest of them all, the sweetest and the most revered. I worship you today and every day. After saying these words, she would hold a conversation as though she's talking with a physical person. She would talk for a very long time, then dip her body into the water, come out, and go home. Awele's life became known to the community. Her mother couldn't hide it anymore. Some called her Obanje, while others called her Ezewanye. When Awele goes to the stream to pick seafood with her mates, the girls she goes with will be finding it hard to find a single snail or crab, but Awele's basket will be overflowing with plenty seafoods. They wonder how she does it. Even if they follow her step by step, she would keep picking tons of seafood. If Awele follows her mother to go fishing, their basket will be filled with big fishes of different species. Awele would laugh and play all through the fishing as though she's playing with girls of her age. Ije Awele, like her mother would likely call her, reached the age of marriage according to the laws of the community. But she says she's not interested in getting married to anybody, that she likes her life without a man in it. Awele was truly a beauty to behold. She's the most beautiful maiden in the village. All the men in the village couldn't resist her beauty, including the prince of the village, but Awele toned all of them down. She would take out time to adorn herself with the finest beads, use uli, which is a native makeup kit, and adorn herself. She would stare into the mirror and call herself sweet names. She would say to herself, "I am Ije Awele, the daughter of the queen of all fresh waters. I am the offspring of the fairest and darkest of them all." Awele would laugh and walk away. She goes everywhere with her mirror. She goes to the market with the mirror. She goes to the stream with the mirror. She goes to the bush when fetching firewood with the mirror. She would consistently stare into the mirror and sing praises to herself. One day, as the clock went 12 midnight at Awele's 25th birthday, she woke up and rose from her bed as though someone had beckoned on her. She walked straight without looking sideways or looking at anybody. She walked into the biggest river in the village. As she stood at the edge of the river, she saw Mammy Water, the water goddess. She smiled at her and beckoned on her to come. Awele walked into the river and a great transformation began. She gradually turned into a mermaid. Snakes coiled up on her hair and her lower limbs gradually turned to the body of a fish. Awele swam to where Mammy Water was, and no one ever saw her again. All this while, a fisherman was at the other edge of the river watching. He was the one who ran to the community and told Awele's mother what has happened to her daughter. Awele's mother cried, but there was nothing she could do. Every night, she goes to the river and calls her daughter. Whenever she does that, there will be great noise in the river. The water will be greatly troubled and gradually go still. Some days, a very colorful snake would visit Awele's mother. Whenever that happens, something great would happen in her household. She was told that the serpent is Awele, and it was made a taboo to ever kill snakes in that community. What do you think about Mammy Water? What stories have you heard about Mammy Water? Have you heard Awele's kind of story anywhere? We want to hear from you in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and always come back for interesting stories.